The Majin Buu Saga Red Zone, the Movie 2 Red Zone, the Dismal Future Red Zone, the Red Ribbon Army Red Zone, the Wicked Bloodline Red Zone, the Movie Red Zone, the GT Red Zone. The Red Zone was introduced in 2022 during the 7th anniversary and has been a staple since then as the standard difficult event we expect every big celebration. So today we are taking these challenging events and making them even harder with the 200% Category Leader Challenge Red Zone Edition, where we spin a wheel with every 200% leader on it and run them in a special gauntlet. The rules are as follows. The character chosen on the wheel is the episode's featured character, and we must run them as a double lead with every character on the team under at least a 170% lead. We run the gauntlet with no items, no support memories, and if we lose, we get one run back starting on the same stage. And the red zone we run for the episode is the first red zone to release after the character did. While the stages may be a harder meta than what the character released in, that is to help combat the buffs the team gets as stronger and stronger characters release. With that out of the way, let's spin the wheel! All right, let's see what cool guy, or let's be honest, loser we're getting today. Let's spin the wheel, and I'm hoping for something good, something different stage this time. Tech Birdcoo. All right, so I think that is the Red Ribbon Army Red Zone we get to do. So let's get into the Red Zone. All right, so we are in. We're gonna go over a little bit more of the actual character stuff. I had to do it last time just because you know, it helps in case you guys haven't seen some of these characters in a little bit. So Goku, Birdcoo as he's nicknamed, Tech Birdcoo here. He released Worldwide Celebration in 2021. He was the first Carnival LR to release. So he does powerful comeback 200%, which is pretty simple. Now, he has always been a bad leader for a couple reasons. Number one, powerful comeback. Well, honestly, it's gotten significant buffs. But when it came out, powerful comeback was a pretty bad category. It also doesn't help that this character is a revive unit who needs to revive to have guaranteed guard no matter what HP value you're at. The only problem with him is only one of him can revive, so only one of them will be able to have the consistent guard, whereas the other one can be a fish if you're below 59% HP, which could suck. Other than that, though, his team has gotten massive buffs as time has gone on since his release, and we're just gonna get right into it, and we'll explain. You know, we have a couple different teams for a couple different stages, because you know, obviously, I like to plan the stages a little bit, the team around the stages a little bit, because some are actually a little different here. But this first one, I'm not worried about even a little bit. I'm not worried about this one even a little bit for a couple reasons. Number one, it's the first stage up against like Red Ribbon Army grunts that don't matter. I mean, we brought Super Saiyan 3. We brought Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. That's how unworried I am. He's not to say that he's like bad or anything, but he's definitely aged for, you know, even like these newer fights, newer to him, like Red Ribbon Army Red Zone fights, right? I'm also not worried. If I remember correctly, you fight, it's like one guy and then you're gonna fight like 5 guys and then maybe 2 more guys. You fight like 5 guys at the same time. The what's his name? The ninja Murasaki. I mean, I've read through Dragon Ball. It's, you know, hard to remember, but the ninja guy, you fight like 5 of him and he's like all different types. Whatever. I'm not worried about this one. This is the one where I get to talk about the unit Birdcoo, because he is very cool. Animations are stellar. I love the look of Super Saiyan with that like washed out kind of hair that he has in Super Saiyan. He's got the fluffy hair, you know, he looks good. I got Orange Piccolo's thing here. You know, he looks good. He stacks on 18 keys, 12 key. You know, I think he just raises defense. He has the guard as long as you're about 59% HP. Pretty sure he gets crit. He does have an active skill that has an attack break, which is really good. And it also does some damage. I think he gets it as long as you're under 59% HP or just have revived. He'll just have it like no matter what. I mean, he's just good. He's really good. We'll float them off, and you know what? We'll keep these guys on rotation. Now, I hate, and I mean I hate, one of my least favorite releases ever, and I mean ever, is this Gohan and Piccolo. I hate, as far as 200% leaders, he is my least favorite. More than like someone like Super Trunks, more than like Kale, who's seen a lot of uses, so I don't even know. People usually lump Kale into the bad ones. More than that, I hate this guy more than the Int Blues duo, the Resurrection F Blue duo. Like, they are the ones, like, at least I understand those other characters have like points. Going to Piccolo, I don't understand the point of them. They just exist to revive, but then they're also a little tricky to revive. If they don't revive, they are just horrible. That's what the problem is like if they don't revive, they're just horrible. Like, at least what's his name? Has a good turn, right? What is his name? At least World Tournament 23rd World Tournament Goku, he has a good turn, and then even after that, you got like a 50% to have good turns. At least they have that, but freaking, they're just like bad. They're bad. If you put them slot 3 to get their support, then they just get destroyed. You put them slot 1 or slot 2, if you fall under the certain amount of HP before they get hit, they just get you killed. If you start the turn with their, them needing to revive, then they can revive, and they're good. Gohan's good as long as you have a Goku on the team, which, yet again is another thing of, building around these characters. You gotta put, at least there's a lot of good Gokus, but, it's just annoying. You can't run them on something. Bond Master Disciple, there's like almost no good Gokus on that category, so that's just kind of what the problem is. I have ran into that problem. I didn't realize they were so restricted like that. And I actually did have him die in one of my runs before. Because I was like, oh yeah, he's got guaranteed dodge when he changes to Gohan. Refine, put him slot 1, instantly just got killed. Instantly just died to normal. I was like, oh. He needs a Goku unit. Interesting. But I don't know. I just hate him. I don't understand the point of them. I mean, I understand the point of them, but I think they were just so flawed. The only way to make them more flawed was to just add like a ton of restrictions on them, which luckily they didn't. But, if they were like if they were like the way they are now, and then they also were like heavily restricted like Omega, then it would be a problem. I mean, the thing is with Omega, he's actually a good character, just like locked behind tons of restrictions and locked him all these other things. Like if his restriction was just extreme class, he'd be good. It just sucks. He said he's locked to GT bosses, which is like the worst category. Like no, that's not true. As I say, is GT bosses the worst category? No, it is one of the worst, but like Namekians is pretty bad. At least you could build like a full team of GT bosses. Try building a full team of Namekians. I can't even think of like enough Namekian characters to fit onto the team. So yeah, not great for them. Not great for them. For Namekians, I mean. So I've just been flying through the stage. This is one of the early ones. This is like weaker than, any of the other ones we've dealt with. Birdku, here's the things that'll be the weakness of the team, because like I said, his team has gotten massive buffs, and we'll start talking about that now. Because Powerful Comeback is a team entirely dependent on any revive characters automatically on Powerful Comeback. So any character that revives is on Powerful Comeback, and Powerful Comeback is also a category that contains characters who I think what it is like they just, I'm not sure how they just had Powerful Comeback, because like for example, this Gohan is on Powerful Comeback. From what I understand, I don't really understand how he fits. The only way is that like he technically lost against Majin Buu, and then many chapters, episodes later, he comes back as Ultimate Gohan and is able to fight Buu. That's the only way I could see him on Powerful Comeback, because at least within the context of the card from the moment of him training on Kai's planet to arriving as Ultimate Gohan, there's no powerful coming back like in the actual like snippet of where he exists, if that makes sense. So not entirely sure. Oh, this guy locks. That's a little annoying. I mean, whatever. I'm not worried about this guy locking. But so that one I totally don't get. But like, if they revive, they're on Powerful Comeback. If they do anything like that, like, or Orange Piccolo's on Powerful Comeback, obviously, because he did, in the context of the movie, he did like have a revive. Like I said, I think this character, like Gohan and Piccolo, if they had the time to create, like, I mean, like Ultimate Gohan that has the Beast active and this Orange Piccolo, I feel like I agree to the theory that they were meant to be a revive unit and a transformation unit. I definitely agree that that was probably how they were originally thought of, and then they ended up changing it either because they didn't have enough time, given like the movie had come out and they just had to get something out, because it was something where it's like, we need to get something out from this movie because we can't let the hype die down. They had these incomplete ideas and they just kind of like rolled with it. That's how it feels. I honestly, a lot of people have like had that theory for a little bit, and I agree with that, mainly because of a couple things. Number one, there's no way they didn't intend to not have Beast Gohan in the game. Like, there's no way they were like, let's actually just not put him in the game, right? Only an active skill. I just refuse to believe that that was the intent. There's nothing in his kit that makes me think like, oh yeah, he's a transformation character necessarily, like there is when I talk about Piccolo right now. There's nothing in his kit that makes me go, oh yeah, there's like an incomplete transformation part of this, you know. But with Piccolo's kit, he does have a revive. Like he actually just straight up has a revive. Which is like if he has 7 or more, I think it's 7 more hits, you start to turn on a 30% HP. He fully heals you, and then he also gains extra damage reduction. Like, is it 20% extra damage reduction? Like he has a pseudo revive just built into his kit, just straight up. So, you know, it's hard for me to say that he probably was just intended to be a reviving unit, if you ask me. And, you know, I hope Gohan was intended to be a transformation. Yeah. I hope. But, you know, obviously Orange Piccolo, instead they went with the active skill giant transformation, which is, you know, proven to be probably one of the best. They took a lot of damage on that. 400 some odd K. That wasn't great. We were at high enough HP, so this guy's guarding. We weren't at low enough for like they were in like revive territory or anything. But that's interesting. He did more damage than I thought he would do, honestly. I mean, I guess he was like the last phase, but for stage 1, I wonder how much he actually... I mean, he's got type advantage. They didn't have whatever. See, this is what I meant when I said that guy was getting a little old. That's what I meant when I said that guy was getting a little old. I'm not worried about this turn, even a little bit. I mean, we'll just roll with it. Like, I don't think there's any chance we die. And then if we load up the next rotation and we are still on low health or whatever happens, then we'll be fine, because then we'd revive. But like Gohan, he's not taking any damage like at all. Twin Throw Ultimate Goku probably wouldn't take any damage. He's got type advantage, he wouldn't die. And then Orange Piccolo post super isn't dying either, so not worried about this. And he's just killing anyway, so that's stage 1 complete. Not too scared. This one is actually a little bit longer. It does have 6 stages. I mean, a little bit longer. On this channel so far, we've really only done Dismal Future Red Zone, like just in general as far as challenges go, and that one's obviously only 5 in short fights. So this one's first clear. Wasn't worried, honestly. Took a little bit more damage than I thought, but to be fair, it was the bum unit that I hate that took a lot of damage, so it's all good for me. I love the agenda. All right, so this is a team I'm running against 19 and Dr. Gero. Now, I remember these guys mainly because they do absorb Ki Blast super attacks. That's the one thing I built the team around, was Ki Blast super attacks. It also build it around, you know, Bond Master Disciple, you know, characters like that. So none of these characters have Ki Blast supers, so that's good. I don't remember this guy hitting very hard yet again. It's like, how could you remember? It's been so long. I do check like the details, just look at the typing. So they are, what's the word? They do end STR. I did not expect them to be in the same phase though. I guess I didn't realize that. So it's both of them at once, and then I think they do their combination unit with both of them. So we're gonna flood off Ultimate Gohan, because we'll have the other Gohan on the other one. That sounds fair. Okay. Just trying to think about how I want to do it. Bird Crew's fine, obviously, because he has type advantage. Or not type advantage. Bird Crew's fine because he has guard. This guy, I did grab a lot of random orbs, and I wasn't really paying attention to his orbs, so he's fine. And that's something like Gohan. He's not great. Like, for this challenge, he's fine. But just in general, I would say that he's not, like, you know, super fan. Like, he was not a character you should summon for. Even if you're a big Ultimate Gohan fan, he was not a character you should summon for. But he's not bad. He's just not great. He's not a character that's going to carry you. He's not a character that's, you know, a mega defensive wall for you. He's not a character you throw slot 1. He's not a character that does, like, a whole lot of damage. He's just a relatively consistent Majin Buu Saga character that's another option for the team. But that's kind of it. I don't think he does anything truly that special that warrants, like, that had warranted summoning for the guy. Honestly, just 100% honest. I just don't think he was that guy. Pretty much ever. So he's but you know, he's still good for this. He'll have tap advantage. He links up great with, you know, Tech Ultimate Gohan, who is honestly just 100% a better unit than this guy. Just straight up, he's better. He's just a lot better. He's so much better. Tech Ultimate Gohan is a great character. A lot of people will downplay him, I guess, a little bit, even though he's got guaranteed guard, greatly raises defense, multiple supers, does decent damage. Like, you know, it looks like a newer 9th Annie content. I should say it's more like JP side, because Global side, we don't have any fights that are like taking this guy out of the game right now. He is one of the few units that's useful against like Kid Buu, right? The Kid Buu fight, which is annoying. And it's one of the other tactics, which is stall and stack, which you would think originally isn't a great tactic for him, but with how much these characters can stall and stack, it is still worth it. Like him, Majin Buu, the Majin Buu Saga, the Majin Buu part of the Majin Buu Saga team plus him, they are able to stall and stack a lot more efficiently than a lot of other characters, which is why it's a good idea for that team on there. And of course, Attack Ultimate Gohan is a great part of that. So, what am I saying? All right. So these guys, obviously, I don't have to worry about them. I doubt they're very strong. No one's taking a lot of damage other than like Bird Coup first hit, which, doesn't count as an attack. We'll see if we use, one thing that I've had like in the back pocket, and I'll have in the back pocket for most of these fights, because a lot of the fights I run Orange Piccolo because he's good. I don't know if you guys know this, but Orange Piccolo is a very good character. One part that makes him great, of course, is his giant form. Not as necessary for fights like these with the team we're running, maybe later on. The thing is, this fight does have, this red zone has Orange Piccolo's like main counter, like the counter to him, to just 100% to counter his character, and that is the charge mechanic against Cell Max. Cell Max at the end of this fight was created to counter Orange Piccolo's giant form, because he changes his typing every single time. That interrupts his giant form and just kind of like resets everything. So you can't get rid of a super attack, you can't get rid of anything. On the flip side though, he's really easy. Cell Max is really easy. He doesn't hit very hard. He's only scary if he's supered multiple times. Like that third super could be a little scary, but with how strong this team is, with all the buffs it's gotten, I don't think that's anything anyone should be scared of, if I'm going to be honest. Like, yeah, I just don't see. I have no fear. We ran the most recent time I've ran the Cell Max thing was actually for the release of STR UI sign that Easy Aid. I streamed on twitch.tv/BlueJank, which you could in the description down below. Follow me there. I stream on the weekends. I'm streaming for 9th Annie stuff as well. My summons, some extra 9th anniversary stuff that won't make into videos, so please join me there. But I did a stream with STR UI where we run a bunch of stuff. We're allowing people to bet their BJ coins, which is Blue Jane coins. That's what it means. On whether STR UI would get us killed or not. And against, I put him up against the Cell Max, and he took a lot of hits, and he was not taking very much damage. He did not get us killed. He was not taking a lot of damage for this guy. So that's the only one where I'm like, okay, so I don't think I really have to worry about this guy very much. If the dodge or die character is getting hit and not dying, I'm pretty sure I'm okay. All right, we'll keep these guys up here. They should be all right. And then he gets to stack and everything. I mean, we're at like full health. 706,000 is definitely good. We have a lot of, well, I shouldn't say a lot of LRs. I mean, we have 4 LRs on the team, all 200%. Our, HP stuff. HP is good. Like, I think a lot of people, say this, and it's true. The HP stat is the most important stat on a character, because no matter what, base stat they give characters, attack and defense, they'll have whatever attack and defense that the game wants them to have, like in-game, like their in-game attack and defense, their attack stats. It'll be whatever they want them to be. Their base attack and defensive stats do not matter at all. What matters is the HP stat, because that's the only one that's affected directly by the leader skill. Their base stat, let's see how much damage we take here. I'm very curious. I don't think this is the first attack. So we did take 200k, which is definitely a decent amount for sure. We do have a lot of active skills here, and I don't see any reason not to run them. So let's run them. Let's throw all these out here, except for Ultimate Gohans. Let's throw Ultimate Gohans out too. Let's do them all.
バッチリありがとうございます。よし行くか。いい加減にしろ。貴様はもう謝っても許さねえぞ。
I just figured it was fitting to end it on his. All right, let's do that here. Did realize partway through that probably would have given the AJ Ultimate Gohan more attack if I had actually put him, well, what's the word? If I had use the active skill for the tech Ultimate Gohan first. Let's see what's attack. Yeah, he's in 14 mil. Obviously you've probably seen a lot higher on other stages. Like I see this guy hitting like 30 mils. So it's just really funny though. He's very, he's very strong. There's actually a point to transforming him now, which eventually, it won't take too long. Like I'd imagine 10th Annie by 10th Annie for sure. If not, before, depending on what we get here, he's going to get to the point again where you never want to transform him. Just because then he'll stop stacking. Eventually we'll hit that point. Eventually we will. Right now we're not at that point though. Alright, stage 2, easy clear, easy dub. Let's move on to stage 3. I don't know when this red zone starts getting hard, I'm gonna be honest. If I remember correctly, this one's a lot more gimmicky and like you're fighting multiple fights at the same time, like I think with the Gammas, but we'll see exactly when this one gets hard. Alright, now if I remember correctly, this one's kind of similar to the last one. I think we fight 17 and 18 at the same time, and then it goes into 16, 17, 18 all at the same time. And they go through, I think they go through all the different types. We'll run this one this time. We got a lot of coverage for different types. We got a lot of decent characters. I figured this one might actually start hitting a little bit harder, so I did bring characters that, maybe might be a little bit more on the defensive side, like Boo. It's more of like a... It's kind of maybe more of a protecting all my bases, because if we're going up against 3 characters, there's a higher chance that they'll be supering all around. So it's just something where I'm just trying to be a little bit more careful, I guess. We'll see how careful I really need to be. I honestly have kind of no clue as far as how hard these guys are going to hit me. I actually do not know what... Mine's at 79%. No gold equip, though. No gold equip, which is definitely unfortunate. I did not before build mine full dodge. And I honestly don't plan on really changing anytime soon. Because... I don't know. I mean, at this point, maybe should it be full dodge? Yeah, I guess. But I'm not even running the guy very much anyways. And honestly, whenever I do, I don't want him to be full dodge because I'm never putting him in front of a lot of attacks. And then when I am, I'm doing it so that he'll revive. You know what I mean? I feel like if I have too much dodge in him, then I feel like there's going to be too many opportunities where he dodges things I don't want him to. Which is what the problem is, which is basically the problem I have is I feel like he'll just dodge too much stuff when I want him to get hit, either whether it is to build his defenses, to get him extra key, to allow him to stack, to, whatever. I feel like I think my build for him is fine. Extra additionals, does a decent amount for his defense. Maybe even putting a rod defensive equip on there might help as well. That's how I feel. Would dodge help? Yeah, of course. But I think he's all right the way I've built them. I don't have any problem with it. Ooh, boo, 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 yeah, boo, yeah, boo, yeah. His that's a very whatever intro. Honestly, I think his intro is whatever, as well as the his companion unit. I don't know why I said it like that, but I'm talking about Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Honestly, a little bit disappointed that we got that moment, and it's just so whatever. Because honestly, it is kind of whatever. He doesn't do enough screaming. It doesn't last long enough. It's not long enough. And considering we have some long intros in this game, I wouldn't mind that one being long. I mean, we got Golden Frieza, who goes on for ever. I love his. His goes on forever. What's another one that goes on pretty long? Majin Vegeta's is a decent length. I mean, even Bardock's is a decent length. What do you know? A lot of those ones are probably some of the better ones, honestly. Not necessarily just because it's long. God Goku's is a decent length. I don't like that one very much just because I feel like that one's a little boring, but you know, it's still decent. It looks really good. Or my favorite probably, you know, as a full unit, not my favorite in a vacuum, but Vegeta and Trunks is decently long as well. Great OST, great voice acting, you know, good animation. Basically, the point is it was too short and it was too whatever. I'm not a fan. At least it's not like the intros for freaking the Worldwide Celebration, the latest one that we got. Oh my gosh. Those ones are like 2 seconds long and they suck ass. I think about Zamasu's, his is like actually 2 seconds. It's crazy. It makes me sad. Makes me sad. It should have been longer. He just goes, mortals marred by sin, and that's it. It's like actually that long. It's crazy. And then and they got the blue boys who suck. And then Ultimate Gohan. I wish. Future Gohan's, he just walks through. He's like, yeah. No sauce to it at all. And then Trunks's starts out really well, and then his final pose is so ass, it ruins it for me. He looks like the least cool guy ever. It's just such a generic, like, whatever pose. It's such a bad pose. No dynamic, no nothing. He's just like limp noodle arm. Boo. Worldwide Celebration animations wise was incredibly mid. The only good animation, there's 2 good animations for that one. Only 2, which is Future Gohan's active skill is a great animation. One of the best in the game. Easily just straight up one of the best in the game. And then what's his name? Beep boop boop beep boop boop. The other guy. AGL Vegito's 18 key is great. Some people I think have soured, you know, like kind of like went back on his, like they've been like, it's not actually that good. It's so long, whatever. It's good. They're tweaking out of their mind. It's an excellent animation for Dokkan Original for sure. I still think it looks really nice. People complain about his 12 key. I think it's 12 key is fine as well. I think Vegito's animations, when Vegito pops out, he looks good. From the active skill transform into him, to all of his super attacks, to his own active skill, Vegito looks good. It's the Blue Boys part of that one that sucks. And also, like the rest of them as well. Don't look that great. I'll be honest. All right, so this is double digits, easy. All the super attacks going to Tech Gohan, that's fine. Not double digits, actually. This guy, how hard does he hit? I feel like he went, well, wait, did he get defense downed? I think he did get defense down by one of them. I think one of them does do defense down because one of them seals. I remember for sure one of them seals because they were really annoying. I don't know which one it was. It might have been 18 because I think he got hit by it was. It's always hard to tell if you're not like looking directly at it because both of them are in the super attack. But I think he got hit by 17 super attack and got defense lowered. And then I know one of them seals. And considering that I don't think Ultimate Gohan sealed. No. Considering that he's not sealed, I'm pretty sure it's 18 that did it. So we did take down the one that does the sealing, which is definitely good. We might just keep these guys right here, Brainiacs. Grab that. Grab that. We'll let them stay in the back there. He should be fine. Even if he's not guarding, he should be fine, I think. Probably. Maybe I should have. We have such a weird. We have a lot of tech in this rotation here, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. Keeping the int one alive. Maybe I should have taken the int one out actually instead, just because our next rotation was so whatever. I wonder how much damage he takes, because tech, you know, he took a little bit of damage. No, double digits. Yeah, double digits, no guard. Just saying. Orange Piccolo's still pretty good. Although, like I said, I think he got defense lowered. I think. Don't know 100%. Although, did he? Because he would have he had the debuff, or did it just lower his defense? Because it didn't look like he had the debuff. I think it'll just lower his defense and actually do it. So forget what I said. I'm not 100% sure. Either way, he didn't take double digits, which was surprising. He must have had his defense lowered. There's no way he was with guard, and and post super. There's no way it wasn't. He didn't look his defense lowered. There's no way. There's just no way. And then Orange Piccolo took double without guard? No way. Refuse to believe it. He had to have his defense lowered. This guy lowers defense. No super. He was guarding anyways. No super. Don't we want to transform? He's not even getting hit first. I don't see any reason to transform. He's not even getting hit first. One thing that Boo does that is definitely very good for this team, honestly, that's probably one of the more underrated aspects, where it might actually even be a decent idea to run 2 Bird Coup leaders. Not like a decent idea compared to like others, like, you know, 23 World Tournament Goku also runs powerful comeback, so if it just comes to running powerful comeback, probably 23 World Tournament Goku's better. But one big buff to Bird Coup's team to think about is Majin Buu, and the reason why is because he's doing so much healing. He does a lot of healing, and with his healing, he can help us stay at that threshold to allow, you know, Bird Coup to continue to have his guard, even if, you know, he hasn't revived. And one of them revives, the other one's like a fish, as long as you're, you know, if you're below, you know, X amount of HP, but, you know, Majin Buu does his healing, so it's not as much of a problem. I should say, going into the next rotation, because the thing for the revive and stuff like that is entirely dependent on your starting HP, and even though I'm pretty sure Majin Buu does heal at the beginning of the turn, it's really the end of turn healing that matters more. So if you were already at the level where you'd be fine, then you're like extra fine, and then you get like a little cushion to be fine for the next turn. Basically, is kind of what I'm saying. The healing helps a lot. The healing helps a lot because it helps you to stay above the threshold. Okay, not too hard to understand. Great. I'm glad you all understand. I'm glad you all understand what I was trying to get at. Oh man. Okay, so this one is pretty easy so far. Like I said, definitely helps getting a lot of buffs for this team. Like, I think you guys understand that this is a lot of buffs. However, I believe the next one is against Cell. And Cell is a very long fight. And Cell, if I remember correctly, hits pretty hard. The only problem is that it is a long fight, which means a lot of our stacking characters will be able to stack. And we do have a lot of stacking characters, right? You know, we're able to run it, Boo. We're able to run Tech Ultimate Gohan. We're able to run AGL Ultimate Gohan. We could run, you know, this guy to revive and dumb stuff like that. Let's do this real quick. We'll just talk over it. We'll let him get hit and just blast this guy to another dimension. But you know what I'm saying? It's that's what I'm getting at here, is that we have all these characters that are very, very strong and stacked. Because you go to like everything. You go to like normal Cell. You go imperfect, semi-perfect, perfect. But then he also has his rage form, and then he also has super perfect Cell, whatever it is. Or I think it's like I think it's perfect Cell and then Cell perfect form. But like he goes from Cell perfect form, and then when he comes back post revive, like in the anime, then he's perfect Cell. Yeah, I don't know. it's all a little dumb. It's all a little dumb. Okay, but either way, naming aside, the point is that that one can definitely hit a little bit. The infamous The Truth TT video where he throws blue Gogeta slot 1 just to get hit by that super and then die. Oh, it's a very funny one. Which, you know, that's another character we could run. Honestly, I'm pretty sure he is on. Is he on Powerful Comeback? There's a lot of weird units on Powerful Comeback. You know, but I feel like AGL Gogeta, like the AGL Gogeta might be on Powerful Comeback, or maybe I'm thinking of like the Tech Gods. Just I don't know. I'm very curious now, so I do want to look. But anyways, that one's completed. Yippee! All right, so just so you guys know, AGL Gogeta is on Powerful Comeback as well as Esther Gogeta. It's a little weird that those two are on Powerful Comeback. I assume because, you know, Blue Goku and Vegeta obviously lose, and then Gogeta comes back powerful and wins it for him. The one thing that's weird to me is that the Tech Gods actually are not on Powerful Comeback, which I thought they were for the same reason of the Blues lose, and they come back as Gogeta, and Gogeta is an active skill, so I figured he would be, but actually he isn't. Anyways, this is the team we will be running for Mr. Not Kid Buu, Mr. Cell here. We got a lot of stacking units, like I said. We're running the SDR UI because he'll be able to stack up and, you know, stack up his dodges and do nice damage, as well as more than likely we'll probably get the revive in this one for 23rd Ultimate Goku, hopefully. If not, maybe he gets self-revive, but I don't know. I'm not worried about it. Either way, we got a lot of good characters. A lot of good units. All right, I've actually been meaning to turn intros off for a little bit now, so I am going through. This video is running a little long. I kind of expected that given just how many stages there are and how many of them have all these multiple phases. But we will probably start trying to do stuff a little bit faster for this one as we go through, especially since a lot of these early stages don't really have, not early stages, early phases don't have anything real interesting. A little different for the other ones. The first one I wanted to talk through a lot of it just to go over what's going on. Second and third one are actually pretty short, all things considered, phase-wise as far as showing it all. But this one, we're going to be up against Cells, who I don't think have any gimmicks other than like recovering HP and existing. So we'll probably be skipping a lot of this fight so far.
Yo, give me something to dance to.
All right, so I figured this might be a good place to come back. So this is on the last two phases, so I did the other ones really easily, honestly. So I figured I kind of just left things recording just in case something interesting happened. I would argue nothing interesting happened. But I feel like honestly I might just speed up that footage, and I honestly might be what I do from now on. So if you saw it sped up, that's fine. Anyways. 72k even against, you know, Ultimate Gohan. Interesting, honestly. Actually, that's he hits decently hard then. If I remember correctly, he does just super right away, like he does just like an instant super. That's interesting. Doesn't look like he has any super attack effects though, whether it's even buffing himself, debuffing enemies. Doesn't seem to do anything. No, he actually has an attack raise. Never mind. He must raise his attack on super then. So yeah, he actually hits pretty hard. And like I said, if I remember correctly, he does super right away. It looks like that attack buff went away though. So I wonder if he must have it just for the super, but not to raise anything else. He must have literally just a super attack raise. Interesting. But they do make him very, very weak, I guess, because of that. So I am going to make this one a little bit more interesting. Really? No key. Make this one a little bit more interesting, and we'll throw. Do I want to do that? No, let's just win. I was debating doing it, but then I thought, like, I was like, well, okay, but what if we do die? I don't really want to do that. that was kind of what I was. I was like, okay, but then what if we do die? Actually, would it be more fun? Yes, but you have to understand. That would involve me having to go through this whole stage again, and I don't want to do that. So instead, we'll let Boo get rid of the attacks, and we'll just move on to the next one, because I could have put UI there, and then he could have either dodged a lot and not get hit by like any super or anything, and it would have been really cool and be like, yeah, UI. Or he could have died. It would have been a funny fraud moment for him, but then I'd have to do the whole stage again. And I'm already 45 minutes into the recording, and those are the parts that I didn't pause. Like, so I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. If it was a stream, I would have. If it's this right now, no. Not happening. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, but I can't do that. Over the chance of him dying, as funny as it would be, you gotta understand it. It's so funny, but I can't do it. Just can't do it. Sorry, I'm weak. We never revived, which isn't. This guy's actually, so far been a lot weaker than I thought it'd be. We're gonna get to the point where we can just instead act. Well, actually no, because we need to be under a certain amount of HP for him too. I mean, there's not gonna be a point where we revive in this fight, to be honest. All right, so we saw these earlier, so I'm not gonna play them all again. Let's see how much damage he does, though. I'm interested. Let's see here. Good amount of damage. Not gonna complain about that. He got a lot more chances to like stack up Dokkan attack as well. Wow, we got the Dokkan attack. I wonder if it's gonna matter. I don't feel like doing the Dokkan attack, so we'll just let it run. It just ends up taking longer, and he's gonna kill with this first attack here. So this is cell complete. Now after this, I believe we have the Gammas. Which, if I remember correctly, the thing that was unique about them was that they were the first and only superclass characters to fight into a red zone. And now that we have the Supreme Battle Spectacle, or Supreme Magnificent Battle, whatever dumb thing it's actually called in the global version, I doubt we'll probably ever see like a superclass in a red zone now that they have one specifically for like literally the superclass red zone. But I don't remember them being too hard. But let's get over to them. I remember it being long, but I don't remember it being hard. But let's get over there. I don't remember this fight being super long, but being like longer than average. Like I think it's 3 phases, because I think you fight each Gamma individually, then both of them together, like in one fight. So we're bringing some characters that are shorter content, longer content types. The Ultimate Gohan's are obviously a bit longer. Orange Piccolo is a little bit shorter. So it looks like we have just perfect rotation to start off as well. So that's great. We'll probably play this. Ooh, he does orb changing. Interesting. I wonder. I don't remember their gimmicks that they do in this. So this will be kind of interesting to see what they do. Ooh, but they're playing their OSTs. Sick. Okay. All right. We'll probably play this first rotation, and then we'll probably do another speed up probably until the last one when stuff gets a little interesting here. I don't think we're gonna be seeing anything spectacular from these guys, like at all. Like they're gonna be doing anything interesting. I am a little curious to see what their super attack effects are for the last one. Let's see if we can notice anything if they debuff or buff themselves. But right now, yeah, not too worried about. I'm not worried about phase 1 and phase 2 here. I doubt they're hitting very hard. I'll be honest. I doubt they're going to be doing anything that makes me scared. But just in case, of course, we'll speed up. Just in case anything scary does happen, like we die or something. But hey, I doubt it. Hey, 300. Was that even? No, that's 30k. I was about to go like 300k on the one attack. What the hell? It was 30k. All right, so I'm going to purposely get the Bird Coup revive off here, mainly because this... Oh, they aren't the ones that could revive. Oh. I saw the revive icon, so I thought it was them who could revive. It actually might be the Gohan and Piccolo in the back, actually, that can revive. In which case, they might get killed as well. They're pretty weak back there. I guess we'll see what happens. I did just float them off, though. Not that it really matters that much, but I did. Well... Never mind. I guess we'll see what happens this rotation here. The last rotation, maybe you caught it, but one of the Gokus did take quite a lot of damage from the super. Yeah, it must have been them. Let's see if they get supered. Maybe they could die. It doesn't look like they're gonna get supered. Okay. Never mind. Does not look like we will revive. False alarm, ladies and gentlemen. False alarm. Okay, we're just gonna pull back out here. Attack Ultimate Gohan did like 3 super attacks, all over like 12 million each, and then this guy comes in with this 3 million super attack, 0 damage. Dude, he's actually every single time I use him, I just remember he's just so bad. Like it's not even funny. This guy, he just sucks. He just sucks. He actually is just bad. We'll keep the AGL one alive, mainly just because we actually do get a lot of what's the word here? We have so many tech units that we might as well kill the STR one just because the rest of them have type advantage. So that's kind of my thought behind that. But yeah, AJ Ultimate Gohan just feels so weak. Like, I guess he shares good links, not even like key links or anything really. Like, he doesn't even get a lot of key by being next to each other. But I mean, they get other good links together. So that's like the only way he's worth it, is just to make Attack Ultimate Gohan even better, who's already a better unit than him. Another thing too, I don't know, AJ Ultimate Gohan, he has orb changing, I guess, but like, I mean, you probably saw it all through all that thing. I was not able to get the 18 key one time. There's not one single time that I was able to get him to 18 key. So, I don't know. Maybe part of it's a skill issue, I'm sure. I'm sure part of it's a skill issue on my part, but still, I feel like he's just really disappointing. Just severely disappointing. If I'm being honest. Anyways, I noticed that Gamma 1 on the second one, it seems like he raised his defense and attack. His attack and defense. So I'm thinking that these ones might keep something similar. Of like Gamma 1 maybe raising defense of some sorts. And then maybe Gamma 2 raising attack. They have 2 different ones. I don't think either of them supered on that one. So obviously that didn't really matter. We do have a revive active for this turn. If something goes bad. Big if, but big if. He's orb changing, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew that, but he does do orb changing, just by the way. I don't know where. I don't know where he changes the orbs, but he does. He has it in his kit. I mean, he might not actually have it now. It might actually be locked to his intro that went away, honestly. In which case, even worse. Even worse that he doesn't orb change for even that long. Consider your character needs orbs so badly. Like, his key is so bad. His key is so bad. He sucks. He sucks. If you summon on AJ Ultimate Gohan, you're honestly just an idiot. Like, just straight up. Like, even if he's like, you're actually an idiot. He might be one of my most regrettable summons that I've had so far. Honestly, just because of how unnecessary he is. Like, Gohan and Piccolo, at least they're like leaders that I could do videos on, challenges stuff for, you know, and they revive, I guess, or whatever. But like that, like, I can't do, he's not a leader. He doesn't do anything. He just sucks. He's just bad. He does not do anything other than be bad. I mean, I guess we'll keep the LR link. Like, you know, we're going up against, he's got True Guard. You know, because he's going up against a True Guard, like Super Guard, whatever it's called, because he gets the extra, you know, defensive value by going up against an enemy of the same, of the type advantage, still like those type advantage potential nodes. So he still gets like even extra, like he's fine. I'm not worried about freaking Goku here, either of them. I don't know. AJ Ultimate Gohan is just an incredibly disappointing unit, I will say. Like, I hate Gohan and Piccolo a lot, and seeing how many of them that I pulled later on, I definitely say like that one's pretty regretful. But as far as like the thing with AJ Ultimate Gohan is he's so unnecessary. The Majin Buu Saga team, which is what he's meant to be on, already deals so much damage and has so much defensive value, whether it be through dodge or just raw defense, you know, damage reduction, everything. He serves first hit 300k some odd. Even with the extra, that is quite a bit. That is quite a bit. This guy hits hard. Okay. He does hit hard, and he raises attack. That's probably part of the reason why he did well, but he raises attack as well. I mean, hey, this guy, he's taking a... Ooh, he took a lot of damage there. All right. Okay. Whoa, wait a second. All of a sudden, they went up a gear. All right. We'll use these here. I don't see why not. We'll use these here. We're not going to watch them. I think we literally watched all 3 of these earlier in the video, so we're going to watch these here. Don't worry, I won't make you watch these. I would like to get the kill with Bird Coup. How much is this going to do? Hopefully it doesn't kill. No. Okay, I'm gonna turn Bird Kuzan just in case he kills, because he's the unit of the day. So I wanna see if he kills. Nice. No, I spoke too soon. He didn't kill. Oh, that's so sad. Do we want to see the revive? I feel like we want to see the revive, right? I know all this is doing is extending the video, but we want to see the revive, right? I mean, come on. We want to. We heal a lot, actually. What the heck? Didn't revive anyways. All right, Birdcoo gets the kill either way. Either way, he gets the kill. I'm not going to worry about doing that. Another Dokkan mode, though. This one, we did get up to turn 10, but still, that's kind of surprising. All right, we'll let Birdcoo get the kill still. We heal a lot, actually, off of someone's orbs. Heals quite a bit there. But we got the kill. The blue screen of death for Gamma here, which is funny because it's also an android. That's actually pretty good. Wow, right off the cuff. Impressive joke, if I do say so myself. Okay, let's go to the last one. Cell Max, one phase. We'll go all the way through it. Let's see what we can do. All right, so this is what we're running for this one. A lot of short, just good units. A lot of characters that are just good right away as well. You know, they're able to either they're just good right away, deal a lot of damage, whatever. What we got here, we'll put STR UI like slot 1 right away too, because he's just, you know, if he's dodging, he's good. Actually, he's AGL. We'll do it anyways. We're on the last phase. This one's short, so even if we die right away, I'm not worried about it. All right, guys, you ready? All right, Twitch chatters. This isn't live, but all right, chat. Can we bet on if he's getting us killed right now? We didn't die. Oh my god. Dude, you suck. Oh my gosh, he sucks. 3. Oh, brother. All right, we are back in the stage. I took STR UI out. I think it was... That is honestly kind of exactly how I wanted it to go, if I'm gonna be honest. If I'm gonna put him slot 1 like that, it's... Dude, the agenda. Dude, he was agenda maxing right there, bro. He was like, I'm getting hit by everything. Now, that could not have been more perfect. No super. He didn't get by a single super attack. 3 normals, and he died. Oh, too funny. That could not have been any better. Oh my gosh. I'm still laughing at that. It's so funny. And we took him out. We put in the GT duo because, I mean, they have another chance to revive. They have another chance to revive. They build damage reduction. They'll be, which means they'll be good against any of these here. So I think it's a fine trade-off here. An extra revive. Honestly, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Most of the characters on this team can revive. The only 2 characters that can't revive are the 2 Ultimate Gohans. Besides that, every single character on this team can revive. So that's pretty fun. Oh gosh. One thing is Cell Max, he's got a lot of health. He's changing his typing every single time. He does like so many attacks. So that helps a lot of these characters. Then you get attack built up, which I don't think I have any actually on this team. No, 23rd with Tournament Goku needs to build up. And these guys as well. So this is a friend that obviously built full dodge, and that hurt us quite a bit actually because he was full dodge. This is what I was talking about. I should not say hurt us quite a bit. We only took 119k. That's crazy, actually. For first one, dude, that just shows me how much that other guy sucked. Wow. Okay. We'll put him in front, obviously. Might as well float him off. Just because here. We'll do that, and then we'll grab the tech orbs with them. And then we'll give the AGL orbs to him. That actually didn't hurt us. I always heard the Cell Max doesn't actually hit that hard. Unless he has type advantage, the Cell Max does not hit that hard. Like his super attacks, I'm pretty sure he raises his attack on super whatever, right? Like he raises his own attack. Yeah, he raises his own attack on super and he gets super up to 3 times. So maybe once you get to that 3rd super, like a super can actually be scary. But I mean, that Tengoku just took a super for 100k first attack. Like, it's, to be fair, he had like the true guard whatever against it, right? With the actual guard, with his guard all attacks plus the whatever. So like, I mean, that does matter quite a bit, honestly. But still a little surprising. And he was rainbowed. I don't know. I'm surprised. He took a lot less damage than I thought he was going to. I'm going to be just 100% honest with you. He took a lot less damage than I thought he was going to. Bad links, too. He's linked up with Fat Boo. Like, I don't know. Honestly, a little impressive. A little impressive. You know, I was ready to maybe... I don't want to say dunk on this guy because I've always thought he was cool. I think he's a good... You know, he was definitely a good unit when he came out, but I think he's a good unit in general. You know, I'm very excited for his EZA. I thought he looked nice. I thought he was great when he came out. You know, Vegeta Trunks better, obviously. But, man, Vegeta and Trunks were good for a long time. That Worldwide Celebration, honestly, for the characters that released, were not that... Like, AGL Super Saiyan Duo sucked. Metal Cooler sucked. SDR Cooler, really good. You know, third best unit in the game on release. Birdcue, really good. No, I would say, honestly, Cooler second best unit in the game on release. He did so much damage, and he had, like, a perfect team for the events that were out then. And he did so much damage. He fell off pretty fast because he was a damaged unit, but he was still, you know, on release second best in the game because Vegeta Trunks didn't work. And Birdcue was just a much worse version of Vegeta Trunks than he was third. That's how I see it, and I still see it. So, okay, we'll do that. I mean, we'll keep Boo, you know, here. 2 Majin Buu Saga units, whatever. Not taking as much damage as we thought we'd take. Honestly, I think the Cell Max is just really weak. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, I don't think any part of this guy is that scary. Maybe it's because, yeah, it's like, oh, of course you think it's scary. You're running, you know, all these new units, and maybe that's a little true, I guess. But I mean, Birdcue came out before this event, you know, 6 months before this event, and you know he's taken 100k on super first hit, so it's not like this guy hit is very scary. One of the last supers too, his second super at least, you know. So I just think this event actually isn't very hard. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Like, I just think this event's pretty weak. I don't think there's ever a moment when this event came out. I don't think there's ever a moment, was there, when this event was considered the hardest? I don't really, I guess, remember how a lot of people are rating this event, because Metal Cooler Court and honestly probably Broly are still harder than this event, you know, probably when it came out even, because it's like, what does this, because at least Broly disables dodge, so there's like just some characters you can't bring in there. Sure, whatever. Metal Cooler Core hits really hard. I mean, I don't know, but you know, Metal Cooler Core, that's one that we will have characters fight against, so I'm honestly quite interested to see how that goes. So one thing to mention is that this guy, if he's not guarding, he will probably actually take a decent amount of damage. So we're actually gonna throw one of the Birdcue slot one, actually, because I'm a little curious to see how he does slot one. I mean, this event obviously doesn't hit very hard, so I'm a little curious. Last time though, I tried to do a little bit of limit testing. We did die, but last time I tried to do limit testing, we did die. But it's STRUI and all, it helps fit the agenda that he sucks, and people have that he sucks. You know, I don't lean any way. Like, people in my Discord server were like, oh, he's really good. You know, he's hitting, you know, really high attack stats. He's dodging. You know, he's good. Okay, sure. You look on Twitter, and people on Twitter are like, he's the worst unit that's ever released ever. He sucks. His dodge chance is like actually 30%. He gets hit by everything. He's a magnet. You know, I'm right in between those two. Where you know, I'm looking at Twitter. I'm looking at my Discord server. Which Discord you can join down below. We have a lot of fun in there. The point of what I'm trying to say is that I think it's really funny that he got killed and he took 3 attacks in a row and died. I just think that's really funny because, well, I don't fit any agenda, but it's really funny. I gotta turn that into a Twitter clip, honestly, and throw on Twitter. You know, help fit the Twitter agenda. But you can follow me on Twitter too. Also, this year, we're just doing all the plugging. I don't do a lot on Twitter, so if you're not very interested in like other random things that go in my life, don't join there. But I do stuff over there once in a while. Not really like I'm like, oh, you guys gotta follow my Twitter. You're missing out. You know. But I just have fun over there, like I have fun everywhere else in my life. So, you know. Anyways, this event is so easy, and it seems to be really long. I think we're just gonna fast forward the rest of this until we win. Yeah, I think just fast forward until we win. I'll see you guys in a second. All right, there we go, guys. Bird Coup kill, another one of those. My Elgato only broke at the end. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. If it had to break, at least it broke there. So the next fight is very long. I think it would probably be a better fight if, like, I don't know, if you built up just attack throughout the whole time. So, you know, the longer the fight goes, just the scarier and scarier it is. That would probably be the best way to do it, honestly. But there you go. That's a clear. Yay! Tech Bird Coup did finish this challenge. I know a lot of people love this guy. I love this guy a lot too. So I'm actually very happy to see that he was able to beat his section of the challenge. So if you were one of the friends who put their leader on there and you saw yours, thank you very much. You helped make the videos possible. Remember to leave a like, subscribe. I'll be doing more, and we're going to be doing a lot more stuff for 9th anniversary as well as keeping these challenges up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.